Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Aoxander, and today is Freya's Day, also known as Friday, October 14th, 2022. Let's get into the history today, shall we? So let's see here. Starting us off in the year, as soon as I can expand this, there we go. 530, Discourse ended his reign as Catholic anti-pope. Alright. We don't want any more anti-popes now, do we? I don't even know what an anti-pope is, but... Anyway, 1066, during the Battle of Hastings, William, Duke of Normandy, and his Norman army defeated the English forces of Harold II, who was killed in the battle. Oh, that's unfortunate. But hey, what a concept. You know, you lead people in to go fight for you, fight with them. That makes sense. Anyway, 1322, Robert the Bruce of Scotland defeated King Edward II of England at Bylin, forcing Edward to accept Scotland's independence. Is that the same? No, it's two different battles. Okay. Alright. I see we have an addition to the show. Welcome, Mr. Sohen. I'm going to take this third article here, and then we'll head right on to you. 1468, Treaty of Péronne, Duke Charles the Stout, and French King of Louis XI. Okay, so they signed that treaty. Okay. Good old Lord Schnoz right there. So. Anyway, Sohen, if you so wish, 1492.
1492, Christopher Columbus leaves San Salvador. Santa Maria on Concepcion, Bahamas.
Yep, in the Bahamas. Santa Maria.
The Santa Maria.
Oh, God,
you were a dummy. You were lost.
Yeah. By the way, nice stream this morning.
Yep. Thank you. Ooh. 1586. Mary, Queen of Scots, goes on trial for conspiracy against Elizabeth.
Yeah, what a trumped up charge.
Sounds like horse shit.
Yeah, I still gotta watch that movie, but like I have a feeling that Mary, Queen of Scots, got totally boned. So.
Okay, yeah.
Well.
1773. American Revolutionary War, the United Kingdom's East India Company tea ships cargo are burned at Annapolis, Maryland.
Dang. Well.
Yeah.
You know, taxation without representation will burn your friggin' leaves, you bunch of
Yeah, you
limeys.
burned the tea.
Burn the tea. Burn the tea. But in the other 1773, that's pretty interesting as well.
Yes. Also in 1773, the first recorded Ministry of Education in Komasia Educational Naturality Polish Fork Commission in National Education is formed in Poland.
Well, that's cool.
But thank you was fucking performed in Poland with that fucking name.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like a lot of Eastern Europeans have like, you know, crazy names like that. Like in Russians, it kind of bleeds into Russia with all of their, you know, different alphabet with a backwards R and all the weird symbols and stuff.
Ooh. And here's another good one in 1774. First Continental Congress makes declaration of colonial rights in Philadelphia.
Nice. Declaration of Colonial Rights. So let's see here. I think that might be the precursor to the Declaration of Independence. The Stamped Act...
Bill of Rights?
Yeah, maybe. The Stamped Act Congress passed a Declaration of Rights and Grievances, which claimed... okay, well, hold on a second. 1774, right?
Yes, 1774.
Okay. The Declaration and Resolves of the First Continental Congress, also known as the Declaration of Colonial Rights or the Declaration of Rights, was a statement adopted by the First Continental Congress on October 14, 1774, in response to the intolerable acts passed by the British Parliament. And I wonder if there's a wiki on this, or I guess not. The main purpose of the Declaration of Rights and Grievances. It claimed that the American colonists were equal to all other British citizens, protested taxation without representation, and stated that, without colonial representation in Parliament, Parliament could not tax colonists. Boom, right there. Yes. All the yes.
There's only one Parliament I like, and it's the band.
Yeah. But then moving on up into 1834, the first black U.S. citizen was granted a U.S. patent, Henry Blair, for a corn planter. Well, that's pretty cool.
A what?
A corn planter.
Corn?
Corn.
Corn!
Gentlemen, more corn!
Oh, is it like last time? No, this is different.
Oh, this is different. It's not different at all, is it, Steve? Ha 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 ha! Oh, Dr. Weird, you insane madman. But let's see, what is this? In 1834, in Philadelphia, Whigs and Democrats staged a gun, stone, and brick battle for control of a Moyamensing Township election, resulting in 1 death, several injuries, and the burning down of a block of buildings. Wow.
Yeah, who the fuck brought a stone to a gunfight?
What? But like, why are they like? Oh God, this is concerning because this is what I think is going to happen this upcoming election season.
Who the fuck brought a brick? Now, who brought a stone to a gunfight?
BLM. So, but yeah, no, like, or Antifa, or any of these other, things. But no, like, this is really concerning. Like, why are they, like, so it was battle for control of a township election. So, like, why are they fighting, though? Like, that's just, that boggles my mind, and I'm really concerned that that's going to happen again. But anyway, moving on up into 1884, George Eastman patented paper strip photographic film. Alright. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. And in 1892, Arthur Conan Doyle published The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes collection of 12 stories originally published serially in the Strand magazine.
Ooh.
Oh. Alright, so people can revisit it without having to, like, keep the newspapers. It's always nice.
Yeah.
You got a historic event here in 1899.
Yes, I do.
Yep. There you are. I haven't
Here
seen
this
you in
is.
ages. What is that?
Rolling Rock.
Are you? Is that alcohol?
Yes.
Damn, you're already drinking? Holy shit, dude.
What year?
1899.
1899. Morning Post reporter Winston Churchill departs to South Africa.
Ah, I didn't know he was part of the press or the media or something. That's
Okay.
interesting.
That's something new.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I learned something new about Benito Mussolini about a week ago. Did you know he worked for a socialist newspaper? He was an editor.
Huh.
Yeah. So,
Interesting.
a newspaper editor went on to become one of the most infamous
Notorious
names in all of
men
human
here.
history. He invented fascism. Good
An
lord.
artist did too.
Who?
An artist did too.
Darius?
Artist.
Oh, yeah, well, he perfected it. He didn't invent it, though. He kind of went crazy. But yeah, still. Oh, here we go. 1912, the first one.
1912, Bull Moose Teddy Roosevelt shot while campaigning in Milwaukee.
I wonder if this was the time he got shot. Like,
Yes.
Like, okay, when you continue talking
I'm guessing
for
this is
multiple
it.
hours?
Guessing this is it when he did that speech still for hours.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure. Oh no.
Yeah, I was watching a video about it, and it explained in detail, like, everything that happened. Apparently he had, like, a pocketbook or something in his breast pocket, and that slowed the bullet down, but it's still lodged in his pec. And, like, the way they were describing it, like, they're like, oh god, Roosevelt had, like, an Arnold Schwarzenegger chest, and there's no way the bullet can get through that, like, it's just like, holy crap. So, I mean, he was a Rough Rider, so maybe he was, shredded, I don't know. But,
Probably. Also, 1916, the first PGA Championship men's golf, Sinaway Country Club, Bronxville, New York. Englishman Jim Barnes defeats Jack Hutchinson by 1 hole in the 36-hole final.
dang.
It used to be called Bronxville.
Bronxfield? Oh, Bronxville? Yeah. Huh.
That's just the Bronx.
Huh. I wonder if that's true. Let's see here. What's Bronxville?
It says Bronxville, New York.
Yeah, Bronxville, New York. Um, so it's still around. So it's not the Bronx. It's its own neighborhood. Yeah, it's a village in New York State. Bronxville. It's a village in Westchester County, New York, U.S., located approximately 15 miles north of Midtown Manhattan. It is part of the town of Eastchester. The village comprises 1 square mile of land in its entirety, approximately 20% of the town of Eastchester. Alright. Well, if anyone's interested in more knowledge about Bronxville, New York, I'm going to post a link to its wiki in the underbar just for hee-haws.
Ooh, 1926. A.A. Mine's book.
Ooh.
Sing Sing Ping released.
That's a weird name for a book.
Well, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I know. I got the joke. That's pretty funny. We got a contract of interest in 1926. Walter Johnston retired, signing a 2-year contract to manage Newark. Alright. And then 1930, George Gershwin and Eric Gershwin's musical Girl Crazy, starring Ginger Rogers and featuring a debut of Ethel Merman, opened at the Alvin Theater in New York City, running for 272 performances, so that's pretty good. Ira, so these were both men. I guess they're brothers. George and Ira.
Guessing.
Well, they share the same last name, Gershwin.
And look, you got that same look. That same look. This one got glasses.
Well, one looks. I don't know. I don't know why one looks darker than the other. Maybe it's the photograph. Maybe it's the shadow.
The angle.
The hair looks different. Like he looks.
The hair.
Yeah, Ira here looks a little bit like he's of African descent, but maybe it's just the.
Or looks like he fed up with horse's shit.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see here. What else do we have here? Ooh,
1933.
Yeah, Nazi Germany announced its withdrawal from the League of Nations. Oh, that's not a good sign.
Oh hell no! Then 38. Ooh.
Yeah, I see that too. Nazis planned Jewish ghettos for all major cities. Yeah. Not good. And then 1 year later, 1939, BMI, Broadcast Music Incorporated, not Body Mass Index, was formed. Alright. And then, here you go, 1940. Your turn.
1940. At tube station in London is bombed by the German Luftwaffe during the Blitz, killing 64 to 66 people.
Dang.
Hitler will have to break us or lose the war.
Yeah, exactly.
Hitler said bet, and he lost the war.
Yeah, dramatically.
Because he fucked up and fucked around with the wrong group.
Well,
Russians.
Yeah. Operation Barbarossa was a massive mistake. But, I mean, as I said before, one of those two were going to invade, the other eventually. It was just a matter of time.
I wonder what Hitler was hearing before the bullet. Probably heard the damn Soviet Union national anthem just busting through the door.
God. But anyway, what happened in 1941, 1 year later?
1941 mass deportation of Palu, Losey, Vincent, and Riga.
The first mass deportation.
The first.
So there would be more, unfortunately. That's awful. Oh, 1942, that has to be during the Stalingrad. We were just talking about that.
1942, Dahl resisting group overthrows carton distribution.
I wasn't talking about that, but that's also like... Huh.
Okay. 1924, German assault on tractor factory, thousands killed.
Good lord, over a tractor factory, like,
Hey, there must be some good fucking tractors.
And nothing runs like a deer, So, 1943, the first one. Here we go.
1943, 600 Jewish prisoners mount an uprising at the Nazi concentration camp in Sobibor, Poland. 300 successful escapes. Hell yeah.
All right, that's half. We'll take it. You know. God, I cannot imagine what it would be like, in there. Although in a couple years, it's probably going to be what California's going to be doing to, anybody who's not vaccinated or conservative affiliated or anything like that. So I might just be able to firsthand witness a situation like this, unfortunately. Anyway, also in 1943, Japan declared the Philippines independent under President Jose P. Laurel. So that's weird. They declared the Philippines independent, but they still had a military hold over them. Because we did go back in and take it back. So, and now, are the Philippines independent? Let's see here. Are the Philippines independent? Apparently they are. It's June 12th. Coming up, 2023. So they are not independents. Or wait, are they? Hold on. Is Philippines an independent country? In 1942, the islands fell under Japanese occupation during World War II. 4th of July 1946, the Republic of the Philippines attained its independence. So it is independent. Alright, same as with us. Because we actually controlled them, so I guess we dictated their independence day. So it's like, oh, you're going to share the same as ours. Which I guess is pretty cool, but they should have their own day. Because our day kind of overthrows theirs, so... Anyway, I believe it's, actually, it's still my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. 1947, Dutch Queen Wilhelmina gave Golden Award to General Eisenhower. Alright, that's cool. And then,
Wilhelmina. I think it's Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina, yeah. You're right. It's hard to, there's so many L's in
I know, it's like the girl version of William.
Yeah.
It's like the girl version of Wilhelm, which is the German version of, or German or Dutch version of, William.
So many versions of the same name. Just
no, it's fucking weird.
It kind of makes me side with that one stupid video that Muffin showed us last night. We just have to speak the American language, because the letters are cute. Oh my god.
Man, the letters aren't fucking cute for American.
Yeah.
Read red.
Anyway, 1949, Ezzard Charles technically knocks out Pat Valentino in 8 rounds for heavyweight boxing title. Alright.
Yeah.
And you got some historic events here in 1952.
1952, one of the most influential of all modernist buildings, the Unite the Habitation, designed by Lee Corbusier, is officially inaugurated in Marseille, France.
I have got to take a look at this building here. Let's see. Images. That looks awful. What year was this? 1952. Okay, so the industrialist look, or what's the there's another word for it. But this was a big look in all around the world actually. It's still a big look in Eastern Europe, I guess, but this is just a giant concrete block with a few different colors here and there.
It's like a fucking giant air conditioner.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember for the life of me what the name of this architecture is. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's like hold on a second. Actually, images. Name of concrete architectural style. Brutalism. There we go. Brutalism. It's a style that emerged in the 1950s and grew out of the early 20th century modernist movement. Brutalist buildings are characterized by their massive, monolithic, and blocky appearance with a rigid geometric style and large-scale use of poured concrete. Straight up this is a brutalist architecture, and this looks like something out of Chernobyl. You know.
Does.
I don't know
Honestly,
why anybody ever thought this looked good, but whatever. You know. Anyway, I believe it's your turn. Oh yeah, it is your turn.
It's still in my turn. Yes.
Yeah.
Looking.
Well, 1952, the last one.
Yeah, 1952. The UN General Assembly meets in its new headquarters in New York.
Ah, so I wonder if that's the actual UN building.
Yeah, I think that is the one that's in New York.
Yeah. Why is my camera like sideways? What is going on here?
It's all new. Also,
1953, the one right after it. That's pretty interesting.
this one, okay. 1953, first Dutch female police officers going to service.
Good.
That is.
Good. Dutch police officers, female Dutch police officers, all the way back in 53. That's pretty good.
Oh, yep. Also in 1953, Ike promises to fire as red any federal worker taking the amendment. What the fuck?
Ike promises to fire as red any federal worker taking Fifth Amendment. Okay, so the Fifth Amendment is like that I plead the Fifth. You know, like I reserve the right to not talk, essentially.
Yeah.
So he's threatening to fire any federal workers taking the Fifth Amendment. I guess this was during, wasn't there like a post office strike or something? There must have been some kind of strike going on. Like,
Yeah.
I think, right?
I think so.
Well, let me just look up this entire article here, see if anything pops up. Executive Order 10450. Let's see here. Eisenhower Administration Friday. Okay, well, it's not. It's just giving me a whole bunch of different things, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna find anything. Well,
Yeah, Mike.
I present a challenge to the viewers. If you can figure out what this means, please let us know. Anyway, you got a historic event here in 1956.
I do. In 1956, Indian social reformer B.R. Arvind Bekar, and 500,000 supporters convert to Buddhism in Nagpur.
Dang, that's a hell of a an increase. 500,000 Buddhists, like boom. That's pretty crazy right there.
Yes, that's pretty.
Yeah. 1957, Everly Brothers single "Wake Up Little Susie" reached #1, and that with this picture is like really alarming. So
Man, it looks like Paul McCartney on drugs.
yeah, but can you imagine that face, like, you know, coming into like a little girl's room? Wake up, little Susie. Oh God. 1957 as well, Queen Elizabeth II became the first Canadian monarch to open the Parliament of Canada with a speech from the throne.
Wow.
Right. And 1 year later, 1958, Brendan Behan's Hostage premiered in London. I'm sorry, you were going to say something?
Well, I didn't know she ruled. Yeah, I should have known that, you know, some parts of Canada are British. Well, British territories.
Yeah, well, like, you know, I have yet to really get a concrete answer to this, but from what I've read, Canada is independent, but they still answer to the British Crown because they're still technically British.
But some parts of, you know, Britain.
Mm-hmm. Like my dad's Canadian. He was born in British Columbia in Vancouver. You know, so one would expect him to know a bit more. But he says that they're fully independent. But like I've actually looked it up, and we can look it up right now. Is Canada independent? Okay, so it says Canada is wholly independent here. Is Canada really independent? Canada has complete sovereignty as an independent country, however, and the King's role as monarch of Canada is separate from his role as a British monarch or the monarch of any other Commonwealth realms. Canada, like some other Commonwealth nations, maintains the King as head of state. So they are independent, but they still answer to the King. So I guess they're not independent. I don't know. Like, you know, it's weird. So, but yeah. So, like, you know, if anybody has anything more concrete than that, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not getting something. But,
I don't know. It's like a good challenge, though.
yeah, I mean, you know, that sounds the same thing as like Puerto Rico. They're not an independent nation, I believe. They're a principality of the United States. They do not have voting rights. However, a lot of things that the representatives that they have no control over does dictate their lives. However, I heard something about like the taxation in Puerto Rico was really low, so a lot of people have been moving there recently. So, anyway, you got a historic event here in 1960.
Yep. 1960, Peace Corps, first suggested by John Fitzgerald Kennedy. A speech at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor.
Peace Corps. Alright.
Cool.
Yeah.
I almost said the wrong Kennedy.
I know. I was just like, Robert, no, it's John. Anyway, you got a Nobel Prize here in 64.
Ooh, nice. Also, 1964, Martin Luther King Jr. announced as winner of Nobel Peace Prize.
Damn right. Too bad after they gave that to Obunga, you know, it completely devalued the entire thing.
Man, I'm sorry, he looks like Jordan Peele.
Oh God. He kind of does. With enough makeup, Jordan Peele can look like that. That's frightening. So, what else happened in 1964?
Also, 1964, Mayor Martin Walters, Scene Swan premieres in Stargard.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You got appointment of interest here, unless there's anything else that you're seeing that I'm not.
1964, Philips begins experimenting with color TV.
Oh, okay. Well, that is pretty cool.
Philips is a company, you know, like
I know about Philips.
you know, all type of electronics.
Yeah, no, I've had Philips TVs before, or at least I've seen them.
Got a Philips CD player, some headphones.
I've probably had a Philips monitor, actually, maybe. I know I've seen them.
Also, 1964 premiere, Nikita Khrushchev, replaced by Leonid Brezhnev as General Secretary of the Soviet Communist Party.
Alright. And you have another 64.
Okay, 1964, Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle hit home runs on the back-to-back pitches. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he hit a homer, and then the next guy hit a homer. Wow, that's
Yeah,
demoralizing
man.
to the other team right there.
This would have been a Scott article.
Yes, it would. I wonder where Scott is. I haven't seen him in quite a while.
He's probably busy, you know, taking care of his grandparents.
Yeah. I can still miss him, though.
No.
1965 Baseball World Series. LA Dodgers edge Minnesota Twins. That goddamn word again. 2-0 in Game 7 in Metropolitan Stadium. Dodgers' third title since move to LA. Most valuable player was Los Angeles pitcher Sandy Koufax. Alright. 1966. What's up?
I'd say, yeah, read 1966, but that's interesting.
Yeah. 175 U.S. airplanes bombed North Vietnam. Dang, that's a lot of aircraft. And just 2 years later, the first live telecast from a manned U.S. spacecraft, Apollo 7, in 1968. Look at that. So the guys out in space, you know, like live recording themselves, or, you know, broadcasting themselves, live streaming essentially from space. That's awesome. So then 1968, opening of the rebuilt Euston Railway Station in London, England. Alright. Oh wow, look at those little cars. Ah.
I know.
Oh my god, dude. Like, look at that. Okay, that's gonna be the thumbnail for today's video.
So I used to look at 1837.
I'll check that out here in a second. Like, I'm just looking at this photo Look at all the people in the little cars crammed in like sardines. Wow. Like, that is not luxurious in the least. And, like, they probably getting all the smoke and shit from the engine, like, raining down on them, especially the people in the back. So they get their clothes all sooty and everything. What year were you saying?
This picture is an early print of the
Oh,
Houston station, shown in 1937.
1837. Note the open carriages. Yeah, I was just talking about that. So, wow. So that's what train travel looked like back in 1837. That's,
Yep.
yeah, that's
Not
crazy.
bad, man.
Yep. Let's see here. 1969, the United Kingdom introduced the 50p, 50 pence coin, replacing the 10 shilling note in anticipation of currency dissimulation, or dissimulation in 1971. What is that? Currency dissimulation. Let's see here. Decimalization, or decimalization, is the conversion of a system of currency or of weights and measures to units related to or by powers of 10. So decimals. So like, dollars and cents essentially. So that's interesting. So they were converting to decimalization. That's a hard one. Anyway, I believe it's your turn again in 1970. Some music awards.
1970 Country Music Association Awards. Merle Haggard wins. He
Alright.
made some good music.
Yeah. I kind of know that name a little bit. So. Ooh. 1970, the next one.
Oh, 1970 Cleveland Cavaliers lose to Buffalo Braves in their first game, 107-92.
Dang.
Damn, the Cavaliers have been there in Cleveland for that long?
Apparently.
So this is basketball.
Okay. Yeah, basketball gets up to the hundreds. But yeah, so whenever I see first, it's like, that's interesting to me, because I enjoy first. Who doesn't enjoy first?
Yep. In their first game.
They lost. Well, no, this is their first game. So
They lost.
All right, that sucks.
No.
Then you can take the first 1971 if you want, although it's a little concerning.
I will. 1971, 2 killed in Memphis racial disturbances.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Fuck.
What else happened in 71?
1971, John Lennon and Bitch appeared on the Corvette show. Yoko Ono.
She really does look like a raisin, doesn't she? Like, she looks like a smug raisin.
Yes.
And you got some more sports history here in 73.
1973, 42-year-old future Hall of Fame baseball Hall of Fame center fielder Willie Mays' last MLB career hit as New York Mets beat A's in the 7th in World Series Game 2 in Oakland. Damn.
Dang. His last hit. That's unfortunate. But, nothing lasts forever.
Nope.
You can take the last 73 if you want, or we can just move on up to 75.
Can. 1973, Egyptian tanks move further into Israel.
Yeah, well, maybe Israel shouldn't pick fights with Egypt. How about that?
Yeah. They got the gods on their side.
2 years later, 1975, U.S. President Gerald Ford escaped injury when his limousine was struck broadside. Ooh.
Okay.
Wonder how that happened. How the Secret Service not block the traffic off or something. Maybe it was an assassination attempt. Who knows?
Shit. Talk about how bad security is.
Yeah.
How the fuck did people get into the Capitol building?
Oh yeah, well they were they were waved in by the police. That was the same officer who did that. Like a lot of these orange caps, the feds. What we figured out to be federal officers. In non-uniform now. They talked to that guard, and then they opened up the thing and waved people in. It was all a setup.
Like
So,
fuck.
yeah.
If that is building ain't that damn secure, then who the fuck wants to be a politician in that fucking building?
Yeah, I don't. You know. Anyway, moving
Somebody could
on up.
just walk in.
Yeah. Well, we can talk politics in the news show or something.
Yeah.
Let's try to keep it like light in the history show. 1976 Nobel Prize in Economics awarded to U.S. economist Milton Friedman. Okay. And 365 days later, in 1977, Linda Ronstadt sung the national anthem prior to a World Series Game 3 at Dodger Stadium. Criticized for casual attire, but ranked by Washington Examiner as second best rendition ever at a sporting event. Alright. And 1978, the first TV movie from a TV series, Rescue from Gilligan's Island. Oh, so they got rescued, okay. So I gotta see that. Then you got some sports history here, 1978. This is an Alice article.
Yes, 1978. Despite this Poltavin hat trick in 10 minutes and 21, New York Islanders lose 7-10. Islanders record win, scoring a hat trick 22-2-1.
Alright.
Also, more sports history. 1978, New York outfielder Reggie Jackson causes World Series controversy. Interferes with a throw to first, deflects ball away during Yankees 4-3 Game 4 win over LA Dodgers at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, okay.
Also, 1979, NBC premieres of U.S. TV adaptation of Helen Keller's life story, The Miracle Worker.
I might have seen that, or a movie or something. I've seen some, some motion picture, of Helen Keller and stuff. And I'm not talking about the Family Guy rendition, so although I have seen that. But also in 1979, 100,000 people demonstrated in Bonn against nuclear energy. And at that same time, first gay and lesbian civil rights march in Washington, D.C. by over 100,000 people, so another 100,000. Then, as well as 1979, NHL's greatest scorer, Wayne Gretzky, scored his first NHL goal. So this is the beginning.
Yep.
Alright. Cool. Then you got a historic event in 1980.
1980, President nominee Ronald Reagan promises to have a woman name a woman to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Cool.
I'm guessing that's Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Hold on a second. When did Ruth Bader Ginsburg become a Supreme Court justice? June 14th, 1993. So this was well before.
Lie.
13 years. So.
Okay.
I'm wondering though, is he just doing it just to have a woman in there, or is he actually checking out qualifications?
I don't know.
Because sure as shit, they don't look at qualifications today. They're just like, oh, you're black, checkbox. You're Latinx, checkbox. You're this, checkbox. Oh, you have qualifications? Oh, don't worry about it. Social justice. Fucking stupid. So.
Also, 1985, New York Jets retired Joe Namath's number 12 on national television Monday Night Football. Beat Miami Dolphins 23-7.
Alright.
In 1986, Nobel Peace Prize awarded to Auschwitz survivor Elie Wiesel. His efforts to ensure the Holocaust was remembered.
I don't think something like that can be forgotten. Although it might be, but that's awful.
We're trying to sweep that under the rug.
Yeah. Let's see. You're moving on up into 1990. San Francisco 49er Joe Montana passed for 6 touchdowns versus Atlanta with a score of 45-35. And 1 year later, 1991, Burmese opposition leader Aung San Suu Kyi won the Nobel Peace Prize. All right. And then at that same time, New York Rangers right wing Mike Gartner became the first NHL player to score his 500th goal, 500th assist, and 1,000th point all at the same season. Holy crap. That's pretty cool. Gotta be pretty good with that, you know? So what?
You got one more.
Okay. I'll take this 1994 then. NASA space probe Magellan burned up in atmosphere of Venus. I remember that. That was sad. Yeah.
Also, 1994, Nobel Peace Prize awarded to Yasser Arafat, Yitzhak Rabin, and Simone Peirce.
Alright.
2000. Do you want to do a split?
Yeah, we'll do the split here. Alright. Welcome to part 2. It is still so uncertain. We are moving on to the next millennium. Go for it.
In 2001, German Ferrari driver Michael Schumacher wins his 4th F1 World Drivers' Championship by 58 points from David Coulthard. Takes out Japanese GP at Suzuka for 9th win for the season.
Nice. Oh, you got another Scott article here.
2003, fan Steve Bartman flicks the ball away from Chicago's Cub outfielder. Notices allowed. Cubs give up 8 runs in the inning and lose to the Marlins 8-3. And the Bartman accident is seen as the turning point in the series.
Baseball people are way too superstitious. Was this the guy who leaned over and caught the ball or something?
I think so.
Bartman incident. Let me see here. Bartman incident. Yeah, it is.
Ugh.
Yeah, he reached over and he oh wow. So he slapped the. It looks like he's pushing the glove away so he can catch it. Wow. Yeah, that is a dick move. Wow.
Dicks. 2007.
Yep, we got some film and TV history. 2007, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, featuring Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney Kardashian, premiered on the E! Cable news network in the U.S.
This is not history.
Trash. Just trash. The show is trash. The people in the show are trash. The people of the show are trash. The whole thing is just garbage. They're just muff cabbage. Anyway, 2009, Spanish opera singer Placido Domingo was awarded the first 1 million Bridget Nelson Prize. Okay. That's pretty cool. Then we got an election of interest in 2010. Mark Rutte was sworn in as Prime Minister of the Netherlands after his People's Party for Freedom and Democracy Party became the largest party in the House of Representatives in the 2010 elections. Well, that screams not good. Anybody with any political party that's that big is hiding something. People's Party for Freedom and Democracy, really? Really? Come on. Anyway, back to you, Mr. Sohen.
Or
2014?
2014, Utah State University receives terrorist threats portrayed to Anita Sarkeesian's planned lecture the following day.
Dang.
This was probably some. About to say?
I was just gonna say, let her talk. Feminist media critic. Yeah, let her talk. She's a woman. You know?
Let her talk about what? Shit she didn't even know? Making up fake shit about video games.
Okay. So she's one of those people who are like, oh, video games cause violence?
But here's the fucking thing: the games she used, look at this part in Hitman, where this person kills hookers. The thing is, if you ever played the game Hitman, the point is to kill your target and your target alone.
Yeah.
Any other person you kill, you lose points.
Yeah. Wow. So she's a dumb. Okay. All right. Well, then I recant what I say, or I take back what I say. Whatever.
And her and this other person went and lied to the UN.
Oh, that's not good.
But yeah.
Anyway, let's move on up to 2017.
2017, producer Harvey Weinstein is expelled by the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences after historical revelations of sexual harassment and rape.
Good. Good.
2017, Spanish government says it will repose directly rule on Catalonia after the region voted for independence in the referendum.
Wow, that's a fascist move right there. Like, let them be independent. You know, if they think they can do it, let them do it. So, then let's see here. We got another historic event here in 2019. Booker Prize was awarded jointly to Margaret Atwood for The Testaments, and Bernadine Evaristo for Girl, Woman, Other. Evaristo's first black woman to win. All right, well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then 2020, just 2 years ago, a copy of William Shakespeare's first folio sold for a record $9.98 million at auction in New York. Wow. That's crazy. In 2020 as well, French President Emmanuel Macron announced a public health emergency and a curfew of 9 p.m. for 9 cities due to surge in COVID-19 cases. Macron, that's the guy who set the fire at the Notre Dame Cathedral because all the yellow vests, wanted his head, and he needed his own 9/11. So that's what happened. So, but
they shouldn't have built a guillotine.
They did.
They shouldn't have done that.
Why not?
Because it is not a smart ass idea.
I know, if first off, they're French. Number one. Number two, what bigger message can you say to your government body than, you fucked up so hard that now we want to decapitate you? That's when shit really gets real. And if we bring that back, if we actually have consequences for bad politicians, then there won't be any more bad politicians.
But it won't. You'll just be labeled a terrorist and you will be shot.
Yeah, terrorist by the actual terrorists. I get what you're saying. People still do gotta wake up and start taking this world back though.
There's ways to do shit. Other than that, only.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna take this last article here. 2021 record price for a Banksy artwork paid of £18.5 million or $25.4 million for "Love Is in the Bin" that was famously shredded on purchase in 2018. So they bought a pile of shreddings. That's weird.
Oh, they paid it. Yeah, they did it.
That's stupid. The art industry is so dumb. Anyway, before we move on into bursts, audience, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything that you want more explanation of? Anything that you know that you would like us to know? Open up a dialogue in the comments section. Anyway, moving on into bursts, why don't you start us off here in 1257?
1257. Timus, King of Poland. Second King of Poland, born in Kingdom of Poland, died 1296.
Do you want to retry that one again?
2000. Fuck it. I just don't feel like talking.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll take it. Jesus Christ. 1257. We have Persimus II, King of Poland, from 1295 to 96, born in Poznan, Kingdom of Poland, dying in 1296. Then we have William Penn, an English philosopher, Quaker, and founder
of
Pennsylvania.
Founder of Pennsylvania.
Yep. Born in London, England. Yeah, so good old William Penn. Died in 1718, it looks like. This is weird, the way that they've written this. Oh, wow, they changed. The articles back here are different. That's weird.
Yeah, anyway. It's like story. Also,
1712.
It's weird. It's just saying 1712 to
Yeah, that's his
birth and death.
Yeah, no, that's his birth and death year. 1712 is George
Cool.
Grenville. So yeah.
Cool. 1712, George Grenville, British Prime Minister, 1763 to 1765, who introduced the Stamp Act, first international tax to the colonies in America. Born in Wotton Underwood, Buckinghamshire, England.
I would say this guy could go, screw himself, but without him, it wouldn't have started the events that would have inevitably lead the U.S. to become existing. This is the SOB who started the whole tax thing.
Without America, without him, America wouldn't be America.
Yep. Then let's
So, 1784, King of Spain, Ferdinand the Seventh, King of Spain, 1808 and 1813 to 1833, who lost nearly all of the Spanish possessions in Latin America, born in El Escorial, Spain. Damn.
Dang. So this guy sucked.
He almost lost all of their possessions.
Dang. Well, that's kind of disgusting to call it possessions. Those are other countries, other peoples, but still, that's...
Holy shit.
Yeah. And let's see here. It's 1882. We have Eamon de Valera, was an Irish Republican politician and president of Ireland from 1937 to 48, 51 to 54, and 57 to 59. Born in New York City, New York, dying in 1975. So that's weird. He was born out here, and then he became the president of Ireland. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Then we have 1888, Catherine Mansfield, a New Zealand short story writer, The Garden Party, born in Wellington, New Zealand, dying in 1923. She kind of looks a little bit like Anne Frank's type, just a little shorter, sorta, kind of, I don't know. Hair, maybe.
A little bit.
Ooh, you got this guy, you lucky.
1890, Dwight D. Eisenhower.
I like Ike.
Yep, I like Ike too. 34th U.S. President, Republican, 1953 to 1961, and World War II general, born in Edison, Texas.
He was more than just a general. He was the commander of all Allied forces in Europe. Not just the U.S., but, the Free French, the UK, like everything out in Europe. And then eventually, the Italians. So, this was the guy. He was the guy, And you just call him a general? That's dishonorable to him. That's disgusting. Give him some more credit,
Yep. 1906, have Hannah Arendt, urban American politician, theorist, and historian, origins of totalitarianism.
Yeah, I can't say it, but basically dictatorship.
Totalitarianism.
Totalitarianism, I think. Yeah, I can't say it, so it's a hard.
Born in Hanover, Germany.
Dude, I'd love to see Muffin try to pronounce this word. Actually, let's see here. Where's my Discord? There it is. Let's see here. That's cute.
Now it's your turn.
It is. Let's see here. Who else was born on this dates? We have Roger Moore in 1927, British actor, the Saint and James Bond, born in London, dying in 2017. So,
He was a Bond.
Yes, he was. Was this the guy in GoldenEye, or was that somebody else? So that was Pierce Brosnan?
Pierce Brosnan.
Okay, yeah. Wow, which one was Roger Moore in?
No. Question.
What?
Question. I think it's Moonraker.
Let's see here. Roger Moore. Let's see, he was in Seven. He was a 00 agent for 12 years. Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, Just for Your Eyes, Octopussy, and Panorama for Killing. Huh.
Got one right.
Yeah. The Golden Gun, that's interesting. So he's the Bond that brought in that famous one-shot Golden Gun. Even though all guns are technically one shot, but whatever.
Yeah, but the one with the golden gun was Christopher Lee.
Ah. Then we have Mobutu Sese Seko, born on this date in 1930. A dictator and president of Zaire from 1965 to 97. Born in Lizala, Democratic Republic of the Congo, dying in 1997. Probably assassinated. You know what? Let me check. Prostate cancer. So he was assassinated by God. Ooh, you got this guy.
Damn, everybody knows this person.
Yep.
Ralph, doesn't give me a year. This says 83rd birthday.
83rd, what the hell? Okay, that's weird. It says here, 1939.
Well, 1939 we have Ralph Lauren, American fashion designer, Chaps Polo Ralph Lauren, born in the Bronx, New York.
Ah.
So a New Yorker made the famous clothing that people like wearing.
Yep, of course, New Yorker. This next one
And
is
he's 83rd today.
1940.
Today.
Yeah. This next guy, he was born in 1940.
1940 we have Cliff Richard, English rock vocalist, Move It, Living Doll, We Don't Talk Anymore, born in Lucknow, British India.
Huh. Alright. Moving on up to, why does this keep happening? Okay, this is getting annoying. 1956, we have Beth Daniel. Is a U.S. golfer, Women's PGA Championship 1990, born in Charleston, South Carolina. And then we have, oh God. George Floyd, 1973, black U.S. bouncer, killed while being restrained in police custody due to massive drug overdose by Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, born in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Let's not forget, this guy robbed a pregnant woman at gunpoint by putting the gun to her belly. He is not a good person, and anybody who says otherwise is an idiot. Do some basic research. This guy was a monster. Chauvin knew this guy personally, and he was doing everything he could because he knew what this guy was capable of. He was doing what he deemed necessary to restrain the criminal. So, look at the toxicology reports. He was a dead man walking. Anyway, your turn. You got this one here, 1974.
1974, Nellie Maines, American country musician, the Dixie Chicks, formerly known as the Dixie Chicks, born in Bog, Texas.
Yep, and they got rid of the Dixie part because of the racisms, all this crap. And then I'm wondering if they're just gonna be known as the, as it was said on Timcast, because chicks, that's not all inclusive. Cry. So, yeah. Anyway, you got an interesting one here. 1978.
1978, we have Usher, American singer, My Way, Confessions, and actor, born in Dallas, Texas.
Huh.
Also, 1979, we have Stacy Keibler, American actress, ex-professional wrestler.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Moving on up into deaths. Starting us off in 530, we have Dioscorus, a deacon of the Alexandrian and the Roman Church, and a posthumous antipope. 530, just dies. All right. Then we have Harold II, died on this date in 1066. He was the last crowned Anglo-Saxon king of England in 1066. Died at the Battle of Hastings, aged at around 44. And he was born in the year unknown. So, anyway, your turn, sir.
Knows where he's born.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a huge touch up to 1944.
If they know the age of his death, then it's simple math. So 44 minus 66. So he was born in 1022. Okay, roughly.
Well, a huge time jump from that 1944. Erwin Rommel, German World War II Field Marshal, North Africa Campaign, Battle of Normandy, known as the Desert Fox, committed suicide by taking a cyanide pill at 52 after being implicated in a plot to assassinate Hitler.
Yep. Wasn't he involved in the suitcase plot?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. So.
Ooh. 1977, we have Bing Crosby, American singer, White Christmas, Peace on Earth, and Little Drummer Boy, an actor. Going My Way, dies of heart attack at 74.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
He brought so much joy. We got Leonard Bernstein, died on this date in 1990. He was a U.S. Grammy, Emmy, and Tony Award-winning conductor for the New York Philharmonic in 1958 through 69, Israel Philharmonic, and London Symphony. He was also a composer, West Side Story, and Chancellor Psalm, to name a few. Died of a heart attack at the age of 72. He was born in 1918. So, dang. So that's just after the end of World War I. So that's pretty interesting. We got Harold Robbins, died on this date in 1997. He was a U.S. author, Money Changers, Carpetbaggers, and Betsy. Dying at the age of 81. He was born in 1916. All right. And that appears to be it, unless there's anything you see.
2007, Big Mo, Kenneth Donnell Moore, American rapper, Screwed Up Click, dies of a heart attack at 33.
Damn, he must have really been Big Mo. That sucks. So, and I think that shall be it, because I'm not seeing anything. So, anyway, that concludes the show. Once again, check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to Omni Coalition, which in itself it has.
Sohin TV on Twitch.
Yep. For your Dose of Past Events Daily, we stream every day at 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific Time.
Central.
Yep. For all of you and all of us, I was A.O. Xander.
Showhead.
And you are you. And until you check us out tomorrow at 10 as well, or if you want to see our new show in a few hours, streaming at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, or 4 p.m. Sohan's time, Central. Anyway, until then, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!